People of the internet, welcome back to another video. It is I, Don Thomas, back in here with another one. As always, folks, the likes, the comments, the subscribes are all greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the support on this channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's topic, folks. I got a video pulled up here. It comes from a YouTube channel called Flight Path, in which they titled a video, Robots with a Human Touch. Been hearing some news about a robot girlfriend that's making its waves across the internet. And I've pulled up a clip, of course, that I want to watch. It's not too long. We can maybe watch the full thing in its entirety. Of course, as I usually do, I'll share my thoughts. I encourage you guys to share your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let's get into it.
All right, guys, I'm here at CES 2025, and I'm in front of probably one of the busiest booths here this year. This is the booth of robotics, which is an AI or custom-built humanoid robot, and it has full AI integration. I'm gonna have Andrew, the CEO of robotics, give us a quick little tour of the humanoids that they have here on display and also what you're able to do with them.
Hi, I'm Andrew Kegel, the CEO of Realbotics. Our company makes the most realistic AI-powered robots on the planet. We believe we have humanoid robots that can interact with you in a similar way to humans. We program them to have social AI so that they can have a conversation with you, learn who you are, recognize you when you're interacting with them. I'll show you a little bit about the robots here. This is Melody, one of our robots. She is built in a modular fashion, which means she's almost like Lego. We can pull her apart, put her in a suitcase, and get her to New York, Miami, Las Vegas, wherever we need to go. We plug her into AI, and she can have a full conversation with you. The other thing with them is that the robots are all open source, meaning we can plug her into ChatGPT or any of the other thousands of AI protocols that are out there, and she speaks various languages. We had her speaking Chinese and Spanish this morning as demonstrations for people. Aria, or is a flagship robot, she's on a wheel platform, she can move around, has a different personality than the other robots. So we have several various AI personalities that can interact with the audience.
I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of Realbotics, and I can provide companionship, engage in fun conversations, and adapt to your preferences for a delightful experience.
I'm Melody.
All of our robots unique is, again, this modularity. We have a patented skin technology. It's the softest, best synthetic skin in the world, and we can remove the face and put on an entirely new face on the robot within 30 seconds. Now, why would you want to do that? And I'll explain to you why. It's a little bit like ordering a car. You can customize the various options, the color, sunroof, other different gadgets in the car. For us, it's the same thing with the robots. They all have the same engine, the same chassis, but you can customize the face and the look. But what we want you to be able to do is buy the robotic platform and have various characters that you can swap that robot platform into. So you can have one robot and various characters. So if you want to learn more about us, you can find us at realbotics.com. We are a publicly traded company. You can look us up. And if you go to realbotics.com, there's lots of videos. You can see some of our characters and learn more about our company.
All right. So there you heard it, folks. Robots that can offer companionship. Female robots that can be altered to your liking and have intimate conversations with you, get to learn you, discuss things with you, however you best see fit. Where are we going as a society, folks? What's the forward trajectory of the human species? I speak on these things a lot on this channel. Of course, if you're a frequent viewer of this channel, or maybe someone upon this video for the first time, I've been speaking about a lot of the things in terms of just like the happenings of the world, our current state, and the direction that we seem to be going. You're hearing about all these new capabilities, the nanobot chip that Elon Musk is pushing for, where he wants to place a chip in people's brains so they can connect with the internet. We've been hearing about the metaverse. We've been hearing about ChatGPT and, you know, all these other technological advances that people are championing as good, man. This is good for society, man. This is the future, man. Get with it or get lost, man. And then you got a guy like me who says, hey, man, maybe we should slow it down a bit. Let's analyze the pros and cons of embarking on such territory when it comes to this technology. I've spoken on this as well, too, on this channel in terms of an epidemic of male loneliness. And I want to say just humans as well, too, but there has been a more popular topic of it being men who are struggling to find their purpose, who are struggling to make friends, who are struggling to find female companionship. And this could be, of course, an ideal proposition to alleviate some of that hardship, seems like. Now, of course, these robots, of course, that we shared just now, these are available for purchase now. Now, I'm thinking, I'm watching the robots as, it's talking and explaining itself of what it could do, this and then the other. I'm like, all right, there's only two type of people. There's only two instances where I see people purchasing this thing. One, let's say if you're a business owner, maybe you own a property, brick and mortar facility, and maybe as an attraction to get people in the door, whether that be maybe a restaurant, whether that be, anything. I could see how a business owner of some sort would maybe place one of these robots in their facility to, have it interact with the children and the guests as they come in. Maybe it greets you as they come in. Because of course, we can't deny it's interesting, right? To me, it's creepy, to be completely honest. It's a little bit creepy. I don't like all the gestures and the... I don't like all that, but to me, it's creepy. But I can understand how one would maybe, again, if you're a business owner, you place one of these in your storefront, maybe people, want to come and interact with the robot, this, that, and the other. That's maybe one thing. Like, all right, cool. I'm going to give you that. The only thing I can think of outside of that, the next person that maybe this is maybe a consideration for is going to be the lonely, bored, maybe just, I would even say maybe just rich, I guess, with just frivolous money to be spending. This robot might appeal to. Because again, the main selling points of this robot are companionship, to be able to have conversations, to be able to, feel like you're being heard. And let's just keep it real. You see how the robot is built, so let's not play around with what I would assume this robot is also capable of doing. So the robot is, built to, your liking, sits properly, change its hair, change its face, all these extra things. And it just makes me wonder, where are we going as a society? And is there an epidemic of just mental illness in our world? I've said it once, and I'll say it a million times. People are not well for one reason or another. Maybe the stress that society's going through. People's sense of reality is warped, I guess you could say. Now, we see these movies, of course. You see movies, of course, that maybe kind of foreshadow what was maybe going to be inevitable. We probably maybe knew we were going to get here. But now when you see it in real life, and it's a real thing, like you can actually go and purchase one of these robots, it makes you kind of wonder, what's the mental state of the person who's going to spend $1,500, $1,700 amount of dollars, of course, whatever, to purchase one of these robots? Again, the only way you could validate it for me is if you're some type of business owner and it's maybe a site attraction, but let's put them to the side. What about the person who is looking to purchase one of these robots for companionship? Because they're tired of being lonely. They don't have anybody to talk to. They don't have anybody to hold at night or whatever the case is. What's the mental state of these people is basically what I'm trying to figure out. Now, again, as I've said a million times before, I'm all for technological advances, right? I've been saying that for some time. I like cool gadgets. I like little knickknacks and things that can maybe simplify my life. I do. But I do believe that there's a threshold that we shouldn't be crossing, folks. Because one day the robot looks like this, right? This is just phase one. You got to understand. This is just phase one. One day the robot looks like this. And another 5 years goes by, you'll be scratching your head. Wait, are you a robot or are you a human? At the rate at which technology is advancing. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, I pose the question again, what does the human species look like moving forward? What is the trajectory of the human experience moving forward if these are things that are readily available to purchase today? I don't know, folks. I've watched The Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've seen it. Have you? I've seen The Matrix. But no, man, those are just movies, man. Relax, bro. What could go wrong? Is what they'll say. Anytime you have any type of rebuttal, what could go wrong, bro? Yeah, I've seen Terminator. Yeah, I've seen Matrix. But what could go wrong, bro? Relax. Is what they'll say. I guess. Me, folks, I'm one of those dudes where it's just like some things you just gotta kind of peep game and just be like, man, let's not tinker with that. Let's pick our battles wisely. What's the other movie? I, Robot with Will Smith. Some people dismiss these things as just movies, but people don't really take into consideration the possibilities. Movies have a lot of the times grown to be in reality. These TV shows. I remember a lot of episodes of Black Mirror. Who's familiar with Black Mirror on Netflix? There's a lot of things that we just thought, oh, that's just in the show. Those robot dogs, you remember the robot dog episode in Black Mirror? If you know, you know. That's a reality. There's a lot of technology and capabilities that I was seeing in Black Mirror, which is available now. But it's just a show, right? So they say. So I don't know, folks. I think, again, this kind of speaks to a lot of things. I think there is indeed a mental health crisis in our world because anybody with a right mind, a sober mind, goals, purpose, ambition, drive, is not entertaining this robot, not even a little bit. Anybody who's like headstrong, whose screws are not too loose. Again, I get it. Everybody got their little, their kinks and the things that they're into, their gadgets. Everybody has what they're into. But I believe there's a threshold where it's like you got to start questioning the mental stability, right? The mental wellness of certain people that's entertaining certain things when it comes to these type of technological advances. And again, it's only two type of people that I'm seeing that are going to entertain this robot. One could be from a business standpoint. One could be from a person that's just really just down bad and needs to seek help. My honest to God opinion. So those are my thoughts, folks. Of course, I want to hear yours. What do you make of this AI robot who's there to cater to all your needs, engage you in conversation, and can be integrated with the chat GPT and answer your questions and do things for you, things of that nature? What do you make of our society moving forward? Do these things, are you entertained by these things? Are you frightened by these things? What does the human experience look like in the next 3 to 5 years if this is the current state of our world now? Those are my thoughts. Of course, I want to hear yours down in the comment section below. As always, the likes, the comments, the subscribes are all greatly appreciated. I will catch you guys on the next one.